Where you from? Man, I'm from down in the valley.
I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built the sling up.
You mean like San Antonio?
Bounce up,
Nah, man, farther.
got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like
Puro
FIFA. All the
956.
kids singing
V's up,
along like
player.
EIO. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight.
Let's start the show, Wattis.
All right, what's good, DITV fam? Today we have an outside linebacker, two-time second team All District, helped this team post 3 shutouts, and is headed to William Woods University in Missouri. Welcome, Olek Lerma. How you doing, sir?
Good, good. How about you?
I'm doing very well, man. But I wanted to start to say congratulations. I know we were just talking, and I have a good history with Harlingen, being living in Fair Park, right? So super proud of you, man, and really happy that you're able to show your family, the people that care about you, that it's possible to get out to the next level. So I want to say congratulations.
Thank you, man. It means a lot. You coming out and reaching out to us and giving us this spotlight. It does numbers that you might not think it is. But thank you.
No, I appreciate it, and that's the goal of mine is to really get out of this thing that people think that our players are not going to college. We got kids like you going to college and are able to get some of their school or all of their school paid for and represent us in Missouri. I mean, look at it. You're going to Missouri, right? How many 956 people are in Missouri? I bet you there's some, right? But that's going to be pretty special for you to go out there and represent us. So I want to let people know that this is happening. So I'm going to start with a little icebreaker: start, bench, or cut. Right. So it's basically ranking it one, two, or three. And from when we were talking, it sounds like you're an old soul because you like some old school football players, some hitters. So first player is going to be Troy Polamalu, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Cam Chancellor, which is another dog, and then a Hall of Famer, Ed Reed. Which one are you going to start? Which one are you going to bench? And which one are you going to cut?
Well, I don't know. Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed are some pretty big dogs, but I think I'm more of a flyer type of guy. So I'll say I think I'd start Ed Reed. I think I'd
Okay.
start.
Who are you going to
I
bench?
think bench. I don't know, man. Think I'm gonna have to go Cam Chancellor. He's a dog. He's a dog, but he did. He was right. He was with the Legion of Boom. Legion of Boom. He's a
Hmm.
big, scary guy, but yeah,
So
Ed
that
Reed
means
is
you're gonna
probably.
cut Troy Polamalu.
Oh wait, no, no, no. I don't know that was that. Okay, my bad, my bad. No, no, no. That means I'll bench.
Rewind, rewind.
Rewind. My bad. Bring it back. Bring it back. I'll bench Troy, and I'd have to cut Chancellor.
Okay, I was about to say it's a tough one, but I get it. If you do it, you can't really
Yeah.
miss with these three guys, man. These guys are legends.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how Troy Polamalu, when you do those snaps right on the line and just jump through the line and get the QB, it looks like magic. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I grew up in Oceanside mostly, and I grew up around a lot of Samoans and Polynesian people. And they are some of the best athletes that I've ever been around. So shout out to my boy Anoki Tafa from high school. He graduated the same year and played college football. So I know he's out there watching my boy. But yeah, the Samoan heritage, the way they play and the way they can move as little people and big dudes. A lot of linemen are Samoans. So
Those guys are
yeah,
big.
they're big. And you know what? It's a small island. It's not like a big island. Like it's the size of San Antonio at most. It's not a big place. So those are three good options. The next one's a food one, right? Because I'm a food guy, president of the Big Back Mafia. You know what I'm saying?
Oh snap!
Tacos, barbecue, or Italian. Star bench cut.
Well, we're in the RGB, so always got to start tacos.
Mm-hmm.
There's got good tacos. Um, Italian and what was the other one?
Barbecue.
Barbecue. Well, barbecue talking about like ribs, brisket, all that type of stuff.
Whatever you want. What else is there?
We are in
Fajita, everything's
Texas.
all included.
We are in Texas, and I don't know about you. And you said you were in California.
I grew up mostly in California and I live in the valley for a couple years and I would go back and forth.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but Texas has some crazy barbecue. So I
I
think
know
I'll
it.
yeah, I think I'll bench barbecue, and then I'll have to cut Italian. Italian has pizza and pasta and stuff, but it don't outmatch Mexican and Texas.
I like the pizzeria though, right there in H Town over there, in Harlingen. That's a good one. The pizzeria is a good Italian place, but I mean
Um,
tacos you can't go. I remember when I lived in Harlingen in seventh grade, there was a spot by the railroad tracks going towards the school that had carne asada tacos with homemade tortillas. Man, I used to love that place. What's your favorite taco spot?
um, if I'd have to say, I think I'd say Juan Mortaco.
Okay,
Is it by? It's not by Fair Park. It's down F Street.
okay. I have
Yeah,
to check
yeah,
that out. Check that out for us. Yeah,
that's a pretty
I
good
was in Fair
spot.
Park, so there wasn't really any restaurants in Fair Park.
Yeah, yeah.
So we talked about that how I have a pretty cool relationship with Fair Park, and I was actually around for the first Bird Bowl, man. I was there for the first one, which tells you how long ago I lived in Harlingen. What made growing up in Harlingen special, and what's a moment from your childhood that you won't forget growing up in Harlingen?
I think just the community around me, man. I wouldn't be able to have started playing Taifa and like the little leagues from when I was a little young buck if I wasn't in Harlingen. And then also I have a pretty big family tree, tree down here. Well, my last name's Lerma, as you can see, but and we have a lot of family, and just every street you go around, there's a Lerma, and it just feels tight and connected, and like family. And
Did you go all 4 years at Harlingen South?
yes, sir.
If you can go back and tell yourself, your freshman self, right, something, what would you tell yourself when you started Harlingen South freshman year?
Squat.
Squat.
Yeah, I have bad knees. I don't know what it's called. I think it's like patella tendonitis or something. I don't know, but
Oh
like so
yeah, jumper's
yeah, so
knee.
like my knee bone like pops out, and so
Oh.
I was always a little crybaby when it came to squats. But after the years, after I started working out and stuff, I finally got it. But man, I wish I could be a lot stronger than I was and be a lot faster. But
Yeah,
I'm getting there.
squats suck, man. I don't care what anybody says. Like
They
I don't
burn.
they hurt. I don't like it. I wasn't very strong in high school and college, and I think on my college team I was the weakest guy, and I benched like 320, and I squatted like 375 when I was the weakest one. And I
Mm-hmm.
hated every second of it. I was not a fan. I was not a fan of it. We talked a little bit about kind of what growing up in the 956 and what that means for you. What does it mean to you to go to Missouri and represent the 956?
It's a great opportunity, just like how you said, not that many people from the RGV like go out and show out, and I think it'll be a good rep, for us to pop out and show them what it's like to be down here in the valley, what it's like down here in the valley.
Special place, man. Are you going to stay out in Missouri? You think, or you think you'll come back home?
I think I'll come back home, just do my thing over there for a year or two, try to see if I could come back and play somewhere better.
You mentioned earlier you have a big family, which I think is pretty cool, and I think it's nice to have a big village helping you grow up. Who was your biggest influence in your family, and what did they teach you?
Um, what I have to say. Does it have to be someone other than my parents?
Could be anybody, man. The family,
Yeah.
anybody.
I'd have to say my dad. He's always been with me from the start. Ever since I was a little kid, he would take me to my practices, and he would also coach. He taught me how to tackle. Thing that he'd always say is, without legs you can't run. And it's true. You know, you need both legs to run and balance and all that stuff. But he's always been there for me. He's always helped pay for my stuff whenever I needed cleats, whenever I needed stuff to get better, then wanted to get better. He was always there for me and always pushed me forward.
Were there a lot of good athletes in your family that look up to, or were you one of the best ones?
Um, Not really. I mean, well, I did have another cousin. His name is Gilbert Lerma. He was a pretty good defensive end. But I never got to play with him because he was around like 3 4 years older than me. So before I got to varsity, he was already balling out. But other than him, no one really like older than me really did. Or
Okay.
well, I did have a cousin, and he could have gone to play soccer. Like he could have gone to play with the Dynamos whenever they were still here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, his name's Nick Lerma. But other than that, just kind of them two, you know.
I think at the next family barbecue, they're gonna try to say, "Hey, you said I wasn't a good athlete. Let's go. Let's run a 40 real quick." So
uh,
you might have
I'd have
some
to.
issues. If they
Yeah,
hear
they
this, they
might
might
be
be like,
my
I'm a good
family, but I
athlete."
have to dust them.
That's good, man. Stay your ground. What motivates you? What's something that motivates you?
Just trying to be the best me, you know. Always pushing myself. You know, you gotta love the grind. You can't be the best without loving the grind, loving the journey. And I just like to see myself progress and become a better me.
Well, you had a great, high school career. I was telling Yadi and Austin that Harlingen South has came a long way, right? I mean, a couple of years ago, it wasn't a program that would win a lot, and then Coach Izzy came, and you guys have done a really good job. What's something you're most proud of your high school career?
I think I'd have to say my junior year. I think I had a little breakout season. I finished the year with around 5 interceptions.
Ooh,
Yeah, sadly, I never got a pick six though.
not ever, not once.
No, not once. You know, I could get there. I could steal the ball from the offense, but I could never run it all the way back. No.
That's why you're on the defensive side, man. You don't have the moves.
No, hey, I do. They've let me do some punt returns, and I can move a little bit, but
All right.
like just like how I said, those squats, man, they killed me since I was a freshman. I should have been doing them. I would have been faster.
We got a little bit of wiggle, right? So that's good. I wanted to talk about William Woods University. What made them the right fit for you, and what did you like about the coaching staff?
Just like how they reached out to me, you know, like I put my film on YouTube and I put it out there a little bit, and they got back to me. They let me know how it is over there. It's Fulton's kind of a little small town, you know. It's not too remote, but it is, and I kind of like that. It's kind of more focused on like what you're there for, and the way the defense is playing too. Like uh new defenses, like, well, you know defense, right? You know how to play
Yeah,
football.
know a little bit of defense,
The
a little
the
bit.
nickelback, the four two
Hmm.
five. Yeah, so that's what I like. I like playing nickelback. I'm not fast enough for safety yet or corner, but I'm gonna get there. But nickelback's where I'm at, and they had that. So I like to play like that.
Yeah, UTRGV runs 4-2-5. So I've been able to talk to some of the defensive backs and see what they like about it. And we got Peanut, we got out there, we got DJ Shaw and Ace Andrews, who I've interviewed. They're all defensive backs. So one of the things they said is they wanted to be involved in a defense like that since they have so many defensive players on the field. So I'm glad that you're able to get out to a school that has that. What's something you're working on other than squats? I know you're working on that. What's something you're working on this summer to prepare for college?
Just like I said, the nickelback position, it's very it's like a Swiss Army knife. You know, you need to be able to get off the edge, make a rush, cover ground, and even play slots, man on one, man on man. So, I think just everything all around. But mm, yeah, everything all around. It's a difficult position, but it's
Yeah.
very fun to play.
Yeah,
It's a
there's a
lot of
lot to
stuff.
work on. You got plenty of time, bro. You'll be a freshman next year, so you get a little bit of the freshman jinx where you get to add some weight and, learn how to get strong. So we're going to finish with some rapid fire if that's okay.
All
So
right.
I'm going to ask you some questions, pretty easy. Big hit, big sack, or big interception? And I know you don't have any pick six, so
Hey, why are you flaming me? You know.
I'm just saying you said it. I didn't say it.
Nah, you're good. Um, I think I'd have to go big hit. You know,
Okay.
I love when I make a real big boom, and all you hear is ooh in the crowd. You
Yeah.
know, it really gets the blood flow going, and it sets a tone.
Is
Sets a
it
tone.
true? Because I didn't play football. I was a basketball shot put guy, right? So we talked about how the Oklahoma drill either turns football players into football players or it turns into basketball players, right? I was a basketball player. Is it true when you get a big hit, you don't even feel it?
um, it just depends on who you hit. You know, like
It's true.
yeah, it just you gotta go full throttle. The how do I say this? You just gotta go full throttle, man. You can't be scared. The second you start feeling scared is when you lose. You gotta just run through and you just gotta trust yourself. Know that you'll beat them. That you're stronger than them, and you'll put
Man
them
on
on.
man, right? Man on man. Who's stronger? What's your favorite football movie?
Football movie?
Yeah.
Um, what is that one called? Is it called The Little Giants?
Oh,
Where they
yeah.
where they
I
play
know
the
that one.
Dallas Cowboys or something?
With the refrigerator?
I
The
think
girl's name is the Fridge. I think she's called the Fridge or
yeah,
the
and
Ice
like
Maker or something.
and there's this one part where like the little kids they put like some little fuzzy tablets in their mouth and like
Yeah, and
they
they're
make them
drooling.
look all scary and stuff, right? Yeah, it's a good funny movie. It's good.
That is a funny one, man. You're old soul, my boy. You got some old school. You like the older players, Little Giants. That's way before your time. Who was your favorite athlete growing up?
Athlete growing up. Who can I say? Who can I say? I would have to say, I think Brian Cushing. He's a
Ooh, another
yeah,
one
he's a crazy guy. You know,
from the
he,
Texans, USC.
yeah. He's always willing to make that hit. Always willing to. I always remember that. I don't know if you remember. I think it was a kickoff or a punt return or something, where he was like coming down the line and some lineman coming full speed try to knock him on his butt, but he didn't budge one bit. You know, and he after that play took off his helmet, told him what's up, and showed him
Is
who
that
he
where he
was.
headbutted him?
Yeah, and blood
I
started coming down
remember
his.
that.
He's
Yeah,
crazy.
he's
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 crazy.
crazy, man. That's a good one to look up to. What's a player on South that the Valley should look out for next year?
Mm,
I know you got a new quarterback coming in. You got a pretty good running back. Is there anybody else, or who should the Valley look out for South?
let me think. Let me think. Hmm. I can't tell you a single person, but I'd say watch out for our D line, man. We had a good D line my senior year, but they should all be returning back, and all of those guys, they're some killers, man. You know, what is it? Linemen make the game of football interesting. You know,
I think they
without
control it.
linemen,
Trench
yeah,
dogs.
they do. It's and they don't get enough love. You know, you don't really hear them that much, and especially on O line. You know. But gaps and stuff, gaps and schemes. It's a very smart and technical game, and linemen they really show it out.
What's
But yeah,
one word to
look out for
describe?
that defense, man. Look out for
What's
that defense.
that?
They're scary. Look out for that defense. They're scary.
All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'll be at a couple South games. So I'll check it out. What's one word to describe Harlingen South football?
Mm, mm, killers.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that. Not only do I like that, I like the band, The Killers. That's a good band. There's a band called The Killers. But okay. Any last words you want to give the Valley before you leave off to college and represent us?
Nothing. Just thank you so much for having me. You know, it means a lot. You reaching out, coming out, and supporting not only me but my other teammates and even people just down here. You know, it means a lot.
And I appreciate that. And like we were talking earlier, I mean, the Valley to me is a special place not only because of the people, but I think there's some negativity sometimes that comes with living down here, and I want to change that message. Right? I want to interview as many people going to play college sports like you, right? Like all the other kids I'm interviewing, whether it be basketball, football, and I even interviewed a girls wrestler, right? That's going to college. So Allie, she's a really cool chick, and to me, this is something I think that is needed for us here in the Valley, and I'm looking forward to it. So I want to thank you. Like I said earlier, proud of you, man. Proud of what you're gonna do. I hope I can, in 10 years, you go back and look at this interview, like, hey, remember that one dude that interviewed me? Let's pull it up on YouTube and check it out. So I'm hoping that you do that, and I'm gonna look a little bit more gray, and you'll probably look better because you'll be in your prime. But I'm looking forward to it, my man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
All right, brother. Well, appreciate everybody tuning in. I really appreciate the following we're getting and the people. And we're going to continue to do this. And it's a passion of mine. So look out for more content, like and subscribe. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you.
Y'all stay focused, y'all keep working hard, believe in yourself, prove everybody that doubts y'all wrong, show up every day, stay pure, keep your heart pure, stay motivated, stay inspired, show love to your people.